Hello there, welcome back to Spain. Last time we continued our war with Burgundy, Russia, and with that alliance. It ended up in a loss, but the only one who had to sacrifice was Austria, so no real big deal there. We also decided to go after Portugal for the vassalization purpose now, and we are also currently at war with Mali to grow Ashanti a little bit bigger. So all in all, things are looking up. We also did spend 1,700 ducats on a carrack, or a big ship, which is definitely the most expensive big ship I have ever bought, but enough about that. Hopefully this episode will be able to pull off the revoke the privilegia. Potentially we'll end up in a war with Austria, which will be kind of interesting to watch. But nonetheless, it should be all fun and games. So we'll see how it goes. Guyane, once it's actually integrated, will be released again, and that should be enough to actually be able to force through the privilegia. So we'll see how it turns out, but for now we'll just continue and see how things go. Defensive idea, supply trains, reinforce speed plus 33%, pretty good, should definitely help up with reinforcement after battles, which is damn important, so I'm not complaining about that. We'll also move troops out again, because we'll definitely be releasing it as soon as it's integrated, or as soon as these wars is over is probably more the precise way of saying it. But as you can see, Guyane has been once again integrated, and people do not like that because, well, an ex-member of the Holy Roman Empire is not something that they do like. So I'll probably wait a decade before I actually have high enough relations with people to actually have them push it. But if I release Guyane now and wait a decade just to get relations up, I'll be at 75. So I'll definitely be able to force through the privilegia before that. So I don't actually have any worries on that score. Apparently here, this is a Guyane fleet that was that went into battle. So I'll need to find their troops, despawn them, and do the same with the fleet for the purpose of not losing too many battles. Also need to find a place to actually dump my guys. There we go. So we'll just keep on exploring and finding places to colonize. But for now, as I said, we'll also find and destroy the Guyane armies before they start to become a problem, which could be actually fairly soon. We'll also double the amount of soldiers to try and speed that thing up, but for now, honestly, not really that much else I can do. The first fleet, no, Amado Real, that exists is mine. Golden Figurehead, only my fleet's left, so that's good. Hostile sieges in Yola. So I guess I'll have to move my troops down there to deal with the Mali troops, but that should also be enough to give me the PC that I need here. So all in all, not too bad, and it should definitely help. We'll see how it goes. As you can see, Mali troops are now basically just a little bit of a roadblock. All of them, 22,000 dead, and we lost about 400 men. So that is pretty sweet. But we'll go ahead and siege this, and that should actually be enough to give me the peace deal that I want here, I think. So that's no problem. All that remains now is to get Portugal to the point where they'll actually give me what I want, and that is, to be honest, a harder job. So that'll be quite interesting. But at least now we're doing a positive in the sieging. The castle has, well, broken down, I guess I could say, and as such, we are definitely going to be able to siege that one. Leader is definitely doing wonderworks, or especially also considering the fact that I had a extra ruler. But let's see if I do have enough wolves to get what I want. I do not, so we'll have to do a little bit more sieging, a little bit more work, but it shouldn't be a problem because we still have to siege that Portuguese province, so we have more than enough time. I'm pretty sure that if we just siege the capital here, that should be enough to actually give us the war score we need. So we'll just go ahead and wait a little bit longer until we actually are done. It should be fine. Portugal's province has finally fallen, and with that we can now go ahead and force our vassalization. We will be getting some aggressive expansion, of course, but it doesn't really matter at all here, and the reason for that is quite simple. Once we actually have vassalized these guys, I will release, of course, once we actually made peace with Mali as well, I'll simply release Guyane once again, and that will be enough to actually get myself in a pretty sweet position in terms of not having an aggressive expansion, and I might actually be able to force the next level straight away. But as you see, this is still what we'll be giving to Mali, and we'll be taking 3 provinces, and 12, and what will be then? Well, a lot. We'll just leave it at that. 28. My bad, math ain't working today, so or my mind ain't working when it comes to math today, so that is too bad, but nothing to do about it. We'll also go ahead, as I said, create Guyenne as a vassal. Make sure that I actually make the right vassal and not something else, which would kind of be kind of suck. As you can see here, we have a prince restored. We're now up at 65, 4 being for it and 17 against. Still have to wait a little while, but once we improve our relations with people, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. For now, we'll go ahead and sell provinces to Ashanti. And we'll probably also go, as I said, for a war here against Morocco and hand back this one if, yeah, they still have the core. So we'll go ahead and hand it back to Portugal. And as such, I should potentially build another army, but 40,000 men I think is more than enough for the war against these guys. So with that in mind, we'll just get going and get these provinces sold. Then we'll go and prepare for a war against the Moroccans. So that'll be interesting. We'll simply have to wait and see how that actually ends up turning out. But I'm pretty sure it will work to our advantage. We'll simply have to wait and see. New cardinal, and well, as I said, I'll just sell the provinces and then we'll be preparing for war against Mali. No, sorry, not Mali, Morocco. This could be interesting. I can actually evoke the Privilegia right now. 11 princes for it. Bavaria, Bohemia, Brandenburg, Austria, Mainz, Mecklenburg, Münster, Saxony, Mantua, and Milan are the potential people that I will have to fight. But we'll do this and see what happens. If I have to fight Austria, that's fine by my standards. So let's just go ahead here and do this. So, privilege revoked. In the year of our Lord 1734, the most serene Augustus Isabel the second of Trastamara, Romanum Imperator, crowned by God, has again convened the Estates of the Holy Roman Empire. The Diet has agreed to a motion to centralize foreign policy and warfare by having all member states submit to a direct vassalage under the Emperor, demand oaths of loyalty. And naturally, we'll come to we'll gain conquest against, well, the people who voted against us. So that's not a problem. The empire is pretty damn small now, but should be just fine. Pretty damn small when you think about it. It's just me, really. So, Great Britain, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Lithuania, Saxony. Now we'll handle all the negotiations. So, they didn't actually want to join me, but at the very least, they actually got a malice for me uniting the Holy Roman Empire. Minus, well, Austria broke their alliance. It's on a call against Austria. Well, I have no intention to actually do anything here. I think we'll just sit by and watch, because, well, I could actually go ahead and make a peace deal. If I were to offer to release Aragon, would that be enough? It would be, and I'm actually pretty sure I will get bonuses to this too, because of the fact that Aragon is being released. But let's see if there's anyone smaller that I can release. 6, well, it's not even close to what's needed. Navarra, and let's try this, Navarra and Galicia, and you'll get some money. That actually works, so let's see if we can actually not release Navarra and simply bribe with even more money. It actually works, so that's fine. As you know, the only goal is to unite the Empire. I don't actually have to do anything more than that, although it would probably be the most ridiculous Holy Roman Empire ever. There we go, war is over. Navarra was released. Did they actually leave the Empire? No, they're still a member of the Empire. So I can probably just get friendly with them and then peacefully vassalize them. I'll probably also release a lot of vassals right now for the simple purpose, really. By releasing a lot of vassals, I'll get this up, and then I can simply Renovato Imperi. So that's not a problem at all. And since most of my provinces are actually already in the area, like Aragon, Sicily, Galicia, I think I'll just go ahead and release them straight away, because that will give me a lot of, or pretty high, or pretty close to the amount that I need. Apparently Austria is taking Tuscany. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, it'll give me pretty close. I'll probably have enough, so let's just do that. 25 from that one, and let's release Galicia, just 4, and lastly Sicily. That should actually be perfect. And with that, we have Renovato Imperi Romanorum. In the year of Lord 1734, the most serene Augustus Isabel II de Trastamara, Romanorum Imperator, crowned by God, has again convened the Estates of the Holy Roman Empire. The Diet has agreed to a motion to unite the disparate states of the Empire into a national state a nation state, and recrown the emperor as his hereditary ruler. So as you can see, I get some cores, and dismantle the whole Rome, gain 250 administrative power. Can't complain about that, but apparently, well, throne inherited, so basically you inherit everything. That's kind of neat, but as you can see, it turned into a really funny looking Holy Roman Empire, to be honest, but it's kind of to be expected. Kind of weird that Brandenburg didn't actually join me. They are still a vassal, I believe. No, they're not my vassal. What? How the hell did they not become a vassal? Mecklenburg broke. So I kind of have the weirdest, most displaced Holy Roman Empire of all time, but I do have it. Did I get the achievement now is the question. I did not. Might just be that there we go, a Kaiser not just in name. So we're done. Everything went as planned. And as you might imagine, most of my games are basically achievement based. I just want to test something out. If I wanted to create an empire that would actually sustain itself, then I probably would have done things differently. But I just wanted an empire, and now I have it. Potentially what I can do now is apparently go after these guys, but there's no thrones. So that is fine. Holy Roman Empire, or it should actually be called Holy American Empire, considering the fact that we own most of America. We do have the most displayed empire ever, but it works. Can't complain about that. The current stretch of the empire, along with our claims on everyone who didn't want to do it, join us. But as I said, this is most likely the end for this one. If you guys like, I could make a shorter video, just add it to where I talk a little bit about advice and such, how things that I feel went wrong, things I could have done differently, all that. So thank you for following this series, thank you for watching, thank you for all your comments, likes, everything really. You are great, and hopefully you'll be there for my next one. That's it. Thank you. Bye.